Welcome everyone. Today we will learn a LeetCode problem step by step. The problem number is 151, which is reverse words in a string. The problem statement is given a input string S, reverse the order of the words. Okay, string of words will be given, and we have to interchange the order of the. We have to reverse the order of the words, not the characters in a word. The word itself, the whole word will be reversed. A word is defined as a sequence of non-space character. The words in S will be separated by at least one space. Between every two words, there will must be a at least one space, and return a string of words in reverse order concatenated by a single space. So our answer should not be uh, multiple spaces should not be there. Like only one space will be there between each word. And note that S may contain leading and trailing spaces or multiple space between two words. The returned string should only have a single space separating the words. Do not include any extra spaces. So the given string can have leading or trailing zeros and multiple spaces between any two words. So let's see the constant. Constant says the length of the string will be 1 to 10 to the power 4, and S contains the uppercase, lowercase, digits and spaces, and will be at least one word in S. And the follow-up says, could you solve the problem in big of one space? So there are two solutions. I will explain you both. The first one is brute force, which is you can store each word in a string vector or a string array, each word, and then you add all the words in reverse order, like you will traverse from n minus 1 to 0, and you will add each word and one space after each iteration, and you will get the answer. So this is the first algorithm, which is brute force. Let's see how it works. First we will create a array of string, and we have to get each word we will use two pointers. One will be will stand at the starting position, and second one will be at the ending position. So we will see how it works. So two pointer, let's say p1 0 and p2 0. Okay, so while p2 is less than instead size, if p2 is equal p2 not p2 s of p2 is equal to a space, that means uh, we already visited a array, we already visited a word, or we are at like previously we have visited a space. Like for example, p2 is space means either it is the trailing space, or we are visiting a multiple space in the string, or we already visited like a word, and after that we are visiting the space. So we will check if p1 is less than p2 or not. If p1 is less than p2, that means we have a string, not string, we have a word with at least one character. And if p1 equal to p2, that means there is a space which we will not add at the our actual answer. So if p1 less than p2, then only we will add the string into our answer. So let's see. First we will substring the part sub str. Starting is p1, and the length is p2 minus p1, and we will add the string to our uh, vector, and after that we will transfer the p1 equal to p2 plus 1. So we know p1 p2 is already a space, so we will transfer the p1 into p2 plus 1. So this is the if condition, and if p2 is not a space, p2 is not in a space character, then we just simply p2 plus plus. So after the while loop, we will already be added all the words in the present in the string, but not the last word, because you can see if there is no trailing space, for example the blue, the p2 will be placed after the ending in n position, not n minus 1. I am saying n position means it will exceed the length of the string. So the while loop will not work. That's why the last word may not be added in some cases. Like this will not work if there is no trailing zeros. So that's why we have to uh, uh, follow these steps. If just copy pasting in. If P1 less than P2, that means there is a word remaining, last word. Then we just follow the same step for the last word. Now we have a uh, array of strings which is holding all the words in the given input string. Now we simply create a answer string. So initially it will be empty string, and will traverse from right to left for aim I equal to what size minus 1, I greater equal to 0, and x minus. What we will do? Answer plus equal to VC of I, and also we have to add one space. That's it. So now we have our answer string, but if you see, we are always adding a space after each word, but we do not require any trailing spaces. That's why we have to delete the last space. So use the pop back function. Now we have our answer. So just return answer. Let's see if it works. Please accept it. Now submit it. So you can see that the answer is accepted. Let me discuss the complexities. So the time complexity, it is this for loop is running from 0 to the end of the string. So this is big of n, and this for loop will running at the size of the vector. It will always be less than or equal to the big n, which is the size of the string. So overall complexity will be big of n, and the space complexity, as we are using a vector of string which will store all the words, in worst case there may not be any spaces, all the whole string is contain a whole word like a b c d e f g up to z, uh, that only word there is no space, then the whole string will be considered as a word. So the worst case the space complexity will be big of n. So the time and space complexity both are big of n in this algorithm, but we can optimize it. As you can see, the follow-up says uh, can you solve it in big of 1 extra space. So what we will do in our optimized solution, as we are traversing in this algorithm from left to right, we will traverse from right to left, or we can also traverse from no, we will traverse from right to left, and after each word we find, we will add it to our answer string, and we also add a empty space. Okay, let's see how it works. I'll delete it. So first first we will create a empty answer, and we also need two pointers. So first one will be at the end, and second one will be at the starting of each word. So p1 equal to, as we are going from right to left, so p1 will be is dot size minus 1, and p2 will also be at is dot size minus 1. So while p1 is greater equal to 0 and p2 is also greater equal to 0, we check if the current element, which is s of, let's say, p2, is equal to empty space. On if it is empty space, we do not need to add anything in our answer string. We just uh, bring the two pointers one step in left side. So p1 minus minus and p2 also minus minus. And if it is not else condition, we will bring any of the pointer at the starting of the word. So while, let's say, p1 is greater equal to 0 and s of p1 is not equal to empty space, p1 minus minus. So the p1 will come before the first letter of each word. Before, you can say before, because uh, when it finds a space, then only the while loop will stop the executing, or if it uh, into minus 1, then only the while loop will stop executing. So the p1 pointer will go one index before the first index of each word. So the string will be, the substring will be s dot sub str. The starting will be p1 plus 1, because p1 is one step ahead, so p1 plus 1 is the starting index of each word, and the size will be p2 minus p1. Okay, and we have to add it in our answer temp, and also a space, and we will bring the second pointer, which is p2 equal to p1. So now we have completed the while loop, and after this while loop, we will have our answer with an extra space at the right side, or we have a tailing space at the right side. So we need to uh, pop it. So answer dot pop back. It will remove the last space, and now we have our answer. Return answer. Let's see, will it work? Let's submit it. You can see that it is submitted. It takes 0 minute, but it is not correct. It takes some of the time. So it's not 0 millisecond. So let me discuss the complexities. We are not using, no, we are using uh, spaces like the answer. So if we excluded that, we are not using any auxiliary space. We have to use this. So uh, as the question says, we have to return by reversing the order. So we have to use this. So we are not using any auxiliary space. So uh, the space complexity will be big of 1, and the time complexity big of n, because you can see there is two while loop, but they are not like for one while loop, the second nested while loop is running n times. This is not occurring here. The pointers is going from right to left, so uh, it will not take big of n per time. It will take only big of n times. So overall time complexity will be big of n, and the space complexity will be big of 1 if we excluded that the string, because the question says you have to return, so it is not auxiliary space, you have to use this space. So the overall space complexity is big of 1, and that's it for today. See you in the next video.